What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Travel Mo. Let's go ahead and remove all this. Why do we always freeze, bro? But we never freeze when it's time to trade, so that's a blessing right there. Remove all of this. So as you can see, I'm just gonna keep certain things here. So so we're doing a trade recap for the day. All right. So as you can see, we can start from the daily. Previous Friday, we had a break of structure on the daily. So it led me with also making equal lows right here. And with ES, um, we actually broke those lows. So which means to me, it was just no way that I could see, even though we broke structure now, it was just no way I can see market continuous unless we want to resweep these lows. But it was kind of already too far from initial market open to for it to come down and want to take out these lows again. I believe if we sweep this and raise another high, we'll come down and sweep out these lows because they are equal lows on NASDAQ and ES, basically relatively equals. If they're not equal, if they're not equal. So yeah, right here, relatively equal lows right here. Um, you know, so but we already kind of swept that and went down there, so we had to have that move back up for it to even make it an equal low. Like without the move up, it would just keep sweeping it. You feel me? So now we have equal lows of a main drawn liquidity for the next day. But let's get into why today was just a better day. We know this 4 hour looking to break structure. You feel me? And also it also already filled in, came in and tapped into this very value gap, which led me to believe like I had to move down. Okay, it comes back up during London session. You know what I'm saying? And you feel me? Like why would it come back up and attack this fair value gap again just to come down lower when it already came and filled in more than 50% of the fair value gap to make the move? Obviously, if it's coming back into this, is looking to invalidate it, which it did, invalidate this fair value gap to move even higher, then make his move down if it is gonna make a move down. So that's that same thing. So when you come to the 1 hour, right? All right, 1 hour is already in the uptrend, so it's kind of a more confirmation that it's slowly gonna pick up in the time frame. 1 hour to the day, for 4 hours to the day, to the daily, to the weekly. You feel me? So with that, it's like all right, taking into consideration 4 hours is pushing into this, pushing way past this the 4 hour fair value gap. Um, with Nasdaq, and yes, it validated these fair value gaps and validated this one. It just setting a higher trend, swept low. It just if it had wanted to move, it would have to come attack these liquidities right here. But honestly, it was already up. I'm not just saying fly, son, but it's already up here. And it's like, why move down to come all the way down here to grab all this liquidity when you're right here? And you just need to grab at least this, because we're right here, right? Why not grab these? You feel me? Why not grab these? Like they're right there. You feel me? So with that, you feel me? So I'm kind of like, all right, we got. All right, yes, this will be the bigger move, but the bigger move will cost you to lose more money by chasing the move and not what you're seeing. So I'm like, man, bro, we're right here, right? This 9 o'clock candle, this whole hour, this big candle, 9 o'clock. I'm like, if we're going to invalidate this. And I'm seeing how market structuring in the lower time frames to invalidate it for the long term. I'm like, bro, we got it. And all these highs are grouped together. We gotta come sweep them. We gotta come sweep them, right? Like we just gotta come sweeping. So, you know, did want to wait till the 10 o'clock candle just because I wanted to see market actually invalidate these fair value gaps, which they did. So when we came down, right, which mind you, I could have took a trade way before that, but this is why I took the trade later. Like I said, I was trying to wait for the hour candles to close to make sure that we are going to continue the uptrend because we already pushed past a lot of highs. I just want to make sure. But there are ways that I could have did that without doing that because, all right, boom, we consolidating right here. We break structure out. Consolidating right here, break structure out, right? So then I knew, all right, boom, we got a 5 minute break of structure. You feel me? So yeah, you know, I go into my and it's like this goes into my aggressive strategy because as I'm looking back, all right, this 9:30, I just know it. All right, boom, 9:30, boom, makes the move about 9:45 over here. You know what I'm saying? You got 5 minute retracements, 5 minute retracement, and it's like market is still showing signs of going up. I just know we have these liquidities right here. I just know it's what we're trying to go to. So of that, I'm just trying to see is there many other ways that um, we have any S&Ts. Let me see if I was missing anything. Any S&Ts? No. Mm, yeah, so no S&Ts. But as I said, I just know what kind of market wanted to go. So it's like, and that's why I waited for the hour closure because I didn't have any 5 minute confirmations. Like I didn't see any 5 minute confirmation. So that what made me stick to the plan of waiting for the 10 o'clock candle to hit to see if we're going to invalidate them inverse fair value gaps. I can take a small mini retracement after a break of structure for the big move, but I can't get in the move and whole time it was just filling in these fair value gaps for it to go lower. And from there, I would just had a major loss on the day. So like I said, that's why I waited to about 10 to make my move, and it wasn't like yes, it provided a better entry on being lowered from I was trying to go. Um, but I entered off the breaking structure of the 1 hour just because I knew where market was trying to go. It's not the ideal, it's not the smartest, it's not this, that, it's none of that, man. It's knowledge. It's knowledge. It's knowledge. Like experience, I say, more of an experience. You feel me? Of constantly losing, doing the opposite of what I just did. Like constantly going against like what market is clearly showing you. Trying to chase that big move when the whole time look what market wanted to do. Is you want to come sweep these highs and consolidate. You was never gonna get that move. Never. Not well, at least not right now. You feel me? You might get it on these, on this moves and high break, consolidated break, boom. You know what I'm saying? But basically, you know what I'm saying? Um, I could have entered right here, which could have gave me a way better return. But like I said, y'all know why I waited, and tell you why, how I knew it was gonna continue because, all right, right here, just the 9:30 candle open, boom, about 9:45 right here. You know what I'm saying? This is why the macro open while I'm looking to trade. It comes down, tap into the up the up the equilibrium 50% mark, come and tap 50% mark and skyrocket it from there, like skyrocket it from there, skyrocket it. You feel me? So no, that was one way to get on Nasdaq because Nasdaq did not provide. It did right here, and with also the equilibrium. So it's two entries on Nasdaq I could got in. I took a trade on ES though. All right, so we go right here, right? This is 9:30, so by the time 9:45 comes, we never get that tap back into the fair value gap. I never checked to see if we was at equilibrium. Never got to tap into equilibrium. Um, so I waited more on confirmation because we still was playing more in the consolidation right here. All right, so like I said, we was playing in the consolidation right here. So then once we broke out of this consolidation at the macro, I feel like ES was giving me a better entry. This is why I took my trade just because, boom. All right, let me show you. This is why I took my trade. 10 o'clock ended. We closed above all fair value gaps and validating them on the hourly time frame to let me know that we're going to make a higher time frame move. We invalidated low time frame on fair value gap. Took the trade. You feel me? Took the trade. Simple as that. But if I didn't wait and I was to take a trade earlier, I would have took my trade right here. Only because you take this. All right. It closed above the Fibonacci 79% mark, with also coming into the fair value gap, with also invalidating this fair value gap, this small fair value gap. And you feel me? So once we invalidated this broke structure, made a fair value gap, came in, tapped in, had a closure out of the fair value gap. I should have placed, if I was to want to get in early, I could have placed my trade right there and received a way larger reward. But I'm gonna get that motherfucker, but I'm telling you, I'm gonna get that motherfucker. You gonna make me come on my show. Uh, but yeah, but yeah, man, that's the recap of the trade. How I took the trade, how I won the trade. $800 profit for the day. Coming back again tomorrow. Let's check news while we're here. So we got 8:30 news. Day two. Day G7 meetings might not. Was that today too? Yeah, it was today too. A lot of FMC on Wednesday. Might not be a great day to trade, but it is at 2 and it was at 8:30. So it's just a high packed news day where I might not trade Thursday, might not trade Friday. Looking like a good trading day, honestly. Not too crazy. So tomorrow looks good. So it looks like I'm trying to come in, execute highly tomorrow. might execute on Wednesday, but with lower risk and not looking to make a lot, trying to get in and out for if I do trade Wednesday. Thursday, not trading at all. Friday, I'm looking for a trade. So, yeah, man. With that being said, nah, it's facts though. You still saw me as competition even when I was at my lowest. Like that's when I knew I was that nigga for real. Cause at that point, you just hate me because you ain't me. But you gonna be mad forever because you ain't never gonna be me. Facts. That's facts. That's facts right there. I ain't gonna lie, I feel like I need to go to the doctor about my eardrums, cause boy, this shit low keep me feeling cloudy, cloggy. But yeah, man, it's your boy Trial Mode. That was a trade recap for the day. How I took my trade, why I took my trade. I didn't get a chance to record because I was just locked in. I have been having this problem. When I try to log into my broker on my computer. So let's say I log out of paper trading. I just be bullshitting like on this motherfucker. Watch. Let me stop. Let me chill. That is not good of an example to start showing y'all because I usually just be playing on that shit. I'm just gonna reset it just because y'all don't think that's what I'm doing. But yeah, when I go to my TraderVate broker list, it's what it keeps saying. And I don't know how to fix it. So if you watch this far and you know how to fix it, let me know because I can log in on my phone, I can log in on my iPad, which I can't anywhere else. For all the people who are the clip farmers, all the fakers, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can't do this. You know what I'm saying? This is where I took my trades. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, my broker, show my broker. My broker is down there, TraderVate, logged in. You know what I'm saying? This is where I took my trades, as you can see. Oh, let me zoom in. Y'all can see the arrows. But yeah, man, it's your boy Trial Mode. We out. You know what I'm saying? Trade recap uploaded. You know what I'm saying? We gonna keep grinding. And I ain't gonna lie, I actually think I like having another platform to place my trade on, instead of watching it on here, because I actually get to see what market is actually doing and not look at the money. You feel me? So like I said, I'm gonna catch y'all. We be back at it tomorrow. Make sure y'all tune in. Make sure y'all watch some learning videos. I'm gonna keep posting. Y'all keep rocking with them.